Hello, and welcome to the TBI Podcast, Those Bored Individuals. Whoa, what was that? An intro?
Oh my god.
We have an intro!
Where'd that come from?
I have no idea.
Well, I know exactly. It was Dudley. He made it!
Oh. Fun.
That pixelated art and programming is paying off.
Yes.
It will make the podcast more entertaining.
Well, if it eventually comes that this is specifically audio only and not videos, which could happen, but regardless, we appreciate the effort, Dudley. Thank you.
Of course, I just wanted to have some fun, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody always wants to have fun.
Yeah. Well, what up, my Krish? It's me, Fresh. It's been a while, but welcome back to the TBI Podcast.
Yay!
We're back.
It's been quite the interesting year. Things have been going up and down like crazy. And yeah, we're all here again. So, how's everyone been since the last podcast?
Not bad. Up and down, I suppose, here and there.
Yeah.
Life goes on in the Shire, Frodo Baggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been pretty busy as well. Mostly been trying to thrive in my photography stuff that, I'm sure most of you have seen. Just trying to get out there and look for work in the meantime, But, life has been okay as well.
Yeah, by out there, you mean all across Europe. You've been to quite a few places.
Yeah. I've been away on holiday, indeed. I went to Poland or other one back out in that sort of area, so, it was my first time being abroad, so. Well, not first time, my second time being abroad, but my first time being in that sort of big area.
Nice.
I've been abroad before, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, since that time, me and Kirsty went on our first solo holiday together to London.
Oh, how's that?
Yeah, things went well. It was pretty stressful here and there because you gotta get used to the underground and traversing all that stuff on our own and such. But,
Is it your first time to London?
oh no, I've been there lots of times. But it was Kirsty's.
Me and Dad went a while ago to Harry Potter Studios, courteously paid for by his parents, which was very nice of them.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, it was Kirsty's first time in London, though, so I basically acted as her guide. So yeah, we got up to quite a bit. We went to the Sea Life Aquarium, where many of my Animal Crossing Freshburg friends were hosting an event there.
Oh.
Yep, Isabel, Tom Nook, Blathers, Gulliver, they were all there. And they were even in costumes. Or, I say costumes, they were actually there. So, yeah.
I want to see pictures of this.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, it's very similar to the Pikachu mascot costumes you've been seeing online, so...
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice to see my Freshburg friends getting out there and teaching the world about our island's wildlife. We also got to see quite a few Broadway shows as well. We saw The Lion King, and we saw Wicked.
Oh, nice.
Classics.
Yeah.
Very cool that you got to see The Lion King. Also, Wicked, I know all I know about Wicked is a more in-depth view on the Wicked Witches side of things, but I still haven't seen any version of it yet. Like,
Not even the movie?
Not even the movie, no.
Oh, man. But yeah, you are pretty much right. It's a prequel retelling of the Witches of Oz, Elphaba and Glinda, showing how the worst of people can come from the nicest, and how the nicest of people can come from the worst. So, yeah. Because you may think Glinda is this perfect little angel, but in actuality, during high school, she was quite the spoiled brat.
Classic.
And wouldn't you know it, Elphaba, who would later go on to be known as the Wicked Witch of the West, was actually a shy, innocent sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. The first Wicked movie is basically the entirety of Act 1, so I got to see Kirsty's reaction to Act 2 and all the future stuff that we know is going to happen in the sequel, Wicked for Good, coming out in November.
What is
Yeah, and a lot of her theories were answered. And just a bit of a word of advice here for the producers of Wicked for Good. Can you stop revealing spoilers for the characters in the promotional posters, please?
That is a pet peeve of mine.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people don't know what will happen to Bach and Fiyero, but if you've seen the original show on Broadway, it's pretty obvious from their promotional posters who they eventually become.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, we're looking forward to the sequel. And speaking of that Broadway show, I do actually have a bit of a funny interaction I want to bring up regarding that show. So, we're told at the very start, please do not film or take photos while the show is being performed, because it'll distract and upset the actors and everyone around you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's standard practice, Michael. You can't exactly take flash photography in a theatre while it's happening.
I've seen a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some people do it in my past time.
Well, wouldn't you know it, there were two women in their 30s who sat in the row in front of us, and wouldn't you know it, every once in a while, whipping out their phone, taking pictures, as if to say, hey, look what we're watching, we've been here, like, put it away.
Watch the show.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, once Act 1 was over, once Defying Gravity had reached its end, everyone goes off to the concession stand, gets their snacks, goes to the bathroom, returns to their seats, except these two women never return to their seats.
I wonder why.
So I've got two possible explanations. One, they were found out by security and were kicked out of the theatre altogether. Or, option two, they didn't know that there was a second act.
I'm more willing to believe the former.
Yeah, because what if they came in after seeing the movie saying, oh my god, the show is amazing, Defying Gravity, that's where the movie ends, like, okay, that's it, bye-bye folks, bye-bye, like, there's still Act 2, you morons.
Funny as that would be, I do think they were just escorted off the premises, because I doubt security would interrupt the show just to escort them out, so they probably waited for, like, the intermission to just be like, hey, you two have been taking pictures when you've been specifically told not to. You two need to go.
Yeah.
It's really just etiquette.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Broadway was great. We went to the Natural History Museum, and unfortunately, we couldn't go to Harry Potter World this time.
Mm.
Yeah, because you need to book this thing, like, a year in advance, and even, like, 9 months ago, we couldn't... everything was sold out, so... Even me and Kirsty couldn't go on our own, so the closest thing we got was, like, the Harry Potter shop at King's Cross Station.
Aha.
So yeah. Well, I'm not the only one with stories to tell. Dudley, you've been holding on to quite the interesting story, I've heard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I have indeed. I have been building this up for a while. So, the time of Halloween is very close, so it's rather fitting that coincidentally I've held on to this up until this point because I was just waiting for the next podcast to share it. So, I want to say, let's say March sort of time, something like that. I was driving. Well, basically, I had a monster sighting.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, and I've never been one to be like, oh, I'm gonna go and hunt down Loch Ness or anything like that. You know, like I'm not the superstitious type. But when you see what I saw, it raises some questions. You know, so So I was driving home and it was dark, and I see something crossing the road up ahead, and I'm like, oh, there's a deer. I better slow down. So I begin to slow down, and while I'm approaching it, I'm like, and my eyes are kind of like staring at it, and I'm like, why is this deer built like a horse or a cow? Like, why is this so big? And then, so I get closer and closer, and one time I was driving to work and there was a cow on the road that got out, so I thought, has that happened again? But I'm getting closer, and it was like a deer shape, but its main body was very like built, like it was all muscly. It kind of had, and it in the darkness it kind of looked hairy, like kind of more furry than a deer would be. So obviously the highlight, no pun intended, its eyes were glowing red because my headlights were lighting its eyes up because they reflect, and I thought, okay, nothing really suspicious about that. So this thing walks off to the side into a hedge, and I'm just looking, my face is following it while I'm driving. I'm just while I go past where it was. And so I told my mum, and she said it could have been like a roe deer, like they get quite hefty and stuff. But I'm like, this thing was big. And I looked up an animal. I'm trying to remember. I had looked up an animal from Africa, which looked like the sort of build it had. I'll have to send a picture so you can put it on there. But like,
maybe it was a escaped moose.
I don't know, like, because it had the deer shape, but it was like just had a built-up chest area, and the hair could have just been because it was dark and I was seeing things, but it was kind of like, you know, the sort of thing where, I don't know, how do I describe it? You know, like the hyenas in the Lion King, they've got like droopy sort of hair, like dangling down from their chests and things, kind of like that sort of look.
Yeah.
And
like a scruff.
Yeah, basically. And I've christened this creature the Hampshire Horror because I don't know. I'm now like, it must have been a deer, but my brain is telling me it wasn't, so I don't know what it was. And I'm going to go into it in some YouTube videos in the future. But deer for me are kind of like a. Why is my brain going fuzzy? It's like a foreboding creature. Like, it's like a sign of doom. You know, like, for me, deer kind of have this sort of creepy element about them. Like, so I thought of all the animals that this creature could be, it would be a deer, wouldn't it? So it's like,
I hope it's not Fiercicle. I hope Fiercicle hasn't been running loose in that area. For reference, I've made a origin story of my icy minions, the Ice Pack, Fiercicle being one of them, so...
I see. Still, it's interesting that you feel like a deer is like a symbol of bad fortune, because usually people think kind of the opposite of deer. They're like elegant creatures of the forest.
Right. It's like, but for me, like, I will go into more context of why in future videos, like I say, so I won't go into the story of why I feel that way now, because I don't find deer scary, but there's some stories I have to tell that make them kind of like just a bad omen. Let's just put it that way.
I guess
So-
that makes sense.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. The Hampshire Horror is still out there, so if any of you have information, feel free to let us know. You're listening to the TBI Podcast. Well, a lot of movies have been gracing our screens this year, haven't they?
Yes.
They have.
Oh, yeah. Which is quite impressive, because all this talk of superhero fatigue setting in, oh, nonsense. Superhero movies have bounced back this year.
To be honest, I have missed a couple of Marvel movies, and I've just been sitting here all year waiting for Zootopia 2 to come out, because I haven't seen anything good in the cinema. Every time I've gone on there recently, it's been Downton Abbey finale. Woo! So,
I don't know what theater you're going to see that, but
when I saw Endgame and all the other normal stuff that should be there, not flipping Downton Abbey.
well, maybe some of these other movies might be better for your attention, Dudley. One of them being James Gunn's first take on a new DC cinematic universe with his version of Superman.
I've heard about
I
this.
I missed out on seeing that.
Oh, let me tell you, it is what probably the greatest Superman movie I think I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mean any disrespect to the 80s one, but it has to be said, this Superman movie is incredible.
Without spoiling it, without you spoiling it, I heard there was some controversy with that, something that happens at the end that surprised people, and that's the only context I have with this film. And I was like, oh, so it's going to split the audience?
Well, I haven't heard much in terms of that controversy, not sure what they're referring to, but why do I think this Superman movie is amazing? Well, like other superheroes like Spider-Man, we know the backstories. We've seen it a million times, you know. Alien-born humanoid sent to Earth to carry on his species' legacy and such, ultimately becoming a superhero. But the thing is, this movie plays out a lot like Into the Spider-Verse. Because just like that movie, we know the character's backstory, they explain it within a minute or so, and they just dive straight into the action. Because, let me tell you, the action in this is incredible. You know what? This movie can immediately hold my attention way more than anything Man of Steel had to offer.
Really?
Oh?
Yeah, because not only do we have Superman, but we also have some other characters in here, one of them being his dog, Crypto.
Oh, yeah.
Aha!
Name one other live-action Superman movie that featured Crypto.
Only the animations, but not much, yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, but from what I've heard of it, it's one of those things where it's divisive among the people who really appreciate sort of the original sense of superheroes, the slight campiness that came with it when in the early days, but very obvious and strict morals they were trying to put out. And the other side is the people who really like the more grim, dark approaches people have been taking with superhero movies lately.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, this movie sort of leans more towards the older style. The morals are more obvious, and it's Superman is good, no gray area. He's a good person who does good things. no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I can see your point. But the thing is, that's what makes this Superman so great. In Man of Steel, there's a lot of action and destruction, to the point where Superman doesn't even bother saving people from having rubble from a collapsing building falling on them. This Superman, he actually helps people. When he's fighting monsters, he's like stopping them from smashing into buildings, saving the people inside. This Superman, takes the time to save a squirrel from being crushed. Superman saved a squirrel. He's actually helping people.
Yeah, which was the whole point of his original thing, was that it's sort of the with great power comes great responsibility thing taken to the extreme. Like, he's able to do things that like 90% of people can't do, so you better do good with it, otherwise you're wasting what you have. So the grim, dark approach that a lot of superhero movies tend to take with these characters kind of falls a bit flat, in my opinion. So I appreciate that people are just kind of going back to that ideal. Superheroes are the kinds of people you should aspire to be. They take what they have and they do good with it, and you should too.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I've heard people critiquing it saying, we want the Zack Snyderverse back, but think about what James Gunn has done with the DC movies so far. He's brought us Peacemaker, The Suicide Squad, and speaking of Peacemaker, he is canon in this universe now, because James Gunn directed that. There's even a little cameo of Peacemaker on the TV saying, Superman? Pfft, yeah, never heard of him. So yeah, Lex Luthor in this movie, God, he is psychotic. He's just, the actor playing him does an amazing job. He's just that sort of villain you just love to hate and just want to see him get torn to pieces, but you know, that's not going to happen with this Superman because he doesn't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
It might take some time for a new Justice League to form out of this movie's roster, but I fully support it. James Gunn, best of luck to you.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I definitely need to watch it at some point.
So have I convinced you, Dudley? Oh, you do want to see it, okay.
It's good.
Yeah. Well, in terms of DC, yes, Superman has done pretty well. However, Marvel has also made quite a comeback this year. One of those movies released this year from Marvel was the heavily anticipated Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, I thought you that.
Finally, we have ourselves a good Fantastic Four movie!
Yay! Is it on streaming yet, or is it still not?
Not sure, but it'll probably be soon.
The old ones were bad?
Well, according to a lot of people, because, yeah, Fantastic Four original movies from 2005 and such, yeah, they had their audience, but they didn't exactly live up to their full potential.
I actually watched one of the old Fantastic Fours not that long ago, and it was my first time watching Dr. Doom in live action.
Yeah.
He wasn't too bad. He did get defeated very easily, I'll just say that.
Well, as for our current modern-day Fantastic Four, this movie is really fascinating because it's strangely retro-looking yet futuristic at the same time, which is very fascinating to see.
And I have heard they finally, after all this time, since they did the Lego Marvel game, which happened before 2014, brought in Galactus.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Well, technically Galactus did make a brief somewhat cameo in Rise of the Silver Surfer, but here we actually see him on screen, and wow, he's amazing.
An MCU, yes.
Because this Galactus is actually pretty relatable, because we all know him as the devourer of worlds, the consumer of whole planets. But the thing is, this Galactus doesn't want that. He actually doesn't want to consume these planets. He's fed up with this eternal hunger that he's forced to endure, so he's wanting to find a way to get rid of it, even if it means passing his curse on to some other poor unfortunate soul. So I thought that was pretty fascinating.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
So yeah. And we also have the Silver Surfer also appearing in this movie too. A female Silver Surfer.
Oh, divisive.
Now, just so everyone is aware, this Fantastic Four universe is actually in a different universe to the classic MCU timeline, but...
Spoilers!
I didn't realize
it's
that.
not a spoiler. It's the first thing you see. It's the first line of text, like Earth 837 or something. Like, okay.
I didn't always pay attention to those things. I didn't realize.
So...
When you watch it, you will. It means... Yeah.
But all I'll say is, this Fantastic Four will return in some way or another.
Oh, yes. I think I know what you're referring to.
So, yes. Has anyone seen that this year?
I haven't watched Marvel in a long while because it's kind of just felt kind of meh lately. But what you're saying does sound good, so might try and take an afternoon this week to try and see it.
Yeah.
Or find it online.
And yet people still find a way to slag it off, saying, oh, what's with the Fantastic Four's costumes? They look so dated and... Excuse me, this movie takes place during the 70s. Of course it's meant to look dated.
Personally, I think they should go back to those kinds of costumes because modern day costumes, they they saturate the colors and they add these random themes and textures everywhere, and it's like, come on, have a little joy, have a little whimsy.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And that, again, that's what makes the previous Superman movie so amazing, because it embraces the weirdness of the comics and just says, oh, monsters and such exist, and oh, somehow we have one. Have Superman fight it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Like,
yeah, they give them some colour.
Yay.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Also, I'm still processing that Dad just used the phrase slag it off. I've never thought I'd say that before.
First time for everything.
Well, I'm sure I've said it before, but...
I don't remember you ever saying it.
Okay.
To be fair, neither do I.
What, is it a big deal that...
No, it's not. I just thought it was funny that you said it.
Like,
Just
is
the
it...
closest thing to a swear I've ever heard from you, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Even though you were saying other people slag it off, it was like, that was unexpected.
Is slag really a bad word?
I mean, slag is a bad word, but slag it off isn't that bad of a phrase.
Slag is a general word.
It's first I'm hearing of it.
I won't explain what a slag is for the purposes of an age-rated stream, but if you need a
It
definition...
is something you would call someone. It's something you would call someone, let's put it that way.
Okay,
But
noted.
slag it off is okay to say. It's just funny that you said it. I just wasn't expecting it. It's all good. You're fine.
Okay. Well,
Leaving on.
So, on the topic of like movies that are embracing the slight weirdness, I myself have been quite taken with K-pop Demon Hunters recently.
oh, yes, yes. Time to
As a
show
fellow
you
fan.
how it's done.
Oh no.
Oh,
There
God.
was an animated movie of it recently that I happened to pass my sister watching, and I thought that looks quite good, but I haven't seen the movie. But it made me follow.
It's very good. It's very good. My favorite thing about the one thing I can really appreciate about some movies is the kinds of movies that don't really feel the need to justify themselves, if that makes sense. As I've been saying, with a lot of recent like superhero movies, they try to take this grounded approach. Everything has like a reasonable explanation, but with there has to be like some science behind it, or if it's not sciencey and it's magic, they have to be like, oh, so magic's real, I guess. Oh, we're doing this now, I guess. Kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing. But with K-pop demon hunters, they just say, we're magical people that can use our voices to create a barrier to defeat demons, and using it, we can summon weapons to kick their butts. So, and there's no like irony about it. There's no like tongue-in-cheek, oh, that's kind of weird. Nope, they're just like, we do this and we're going to look awesome while doing it. So,
yeah. Me and Kirsty have become quite big fans of K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, the music and the songs are just so catchy and memorable.
I have had Golden on loop in my head for days.
Oh no.
Yes. So much so to the point where it's reached top of the charts multiple times throughout this summer.
Yes, I have heard it on the radio at my work multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For someone who has not that much context on it, when I saw my sister was watching the movie, I'm like, oh, I know of K-pop Demon Hunter, but I don't know why I know of it, because I've heard of it. Like, maybe you could explain to me what it actually is. Is it a series? Is it a Is it a band?
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It's just a movie. I thought it existed before the movie.
To be fair, Dudley, I can understand that thought process, because having seen the movie for myself, yeah, it's great, but there's a lot of details that they haven't exactly told us. Like, there's a lot of story elements that they've yet to bring up, because it feels like there should have been like a 3-season anime and a pilot movie before all this.
It existed before this movie existed, because I heard of K-pop Demon Hunter before this movie.
You're probably thinking of Demon Slayer, the anime.
But I have heard of K-pop Demon Hunter, like at some point.
Heard, like coming soon.
Maybe, but it sounded like something that should have been iconic, like something people would know of on the street when I heard the name. Like, I don't know. Sorry, Ryan, you were saying about, you were talking as well, sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I agree with Dan. If I were to describe the feeling of this movie, it feels like it's supposed to be a movie following a series, like a movie special. Like, you'd have a 3-season series about like the origins of demons, the 3 characters meeting up, getting through all of their like early days of training, hijinks involving keeping secrets and stuff, and other characters like that, before culminating to the series finale with the movie, and that's that. But no, it's just the movie. And I also kind of appreciate it for that as well, because when they don't have a series for it, it allows the fans to come up with their own ideas or stories or headcanons or theories. So it's something that you really have to experience to fully get. So I do highly recommend it for you too.
Yeah. For those of you who want a brief summary of the movie, basically, yes, demons exist, and our only hope to stop them are our 3 main heroes, Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, whose singing voices allow them to fight these demons and conjure weapons. And I think you'll love it, because not only does it have Spider-Verse style animation, but the humor is very similar to like Totally Spies.
Yeah.
Because it's got like anime style humor in a sort of Western sort of themed movie and such, which is always great to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like my demons.
Yeah, my personal favorite of the girls is probably Zoe.
Yeah, she's a funny one.
Yeah, she's the youngest out of the three. She's the cutesy one, but when she gets fierce, ooh, you better watch out.
She's the rapper of the group.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. You've also got Mira, who's basically the edgelord, the black sheep of her family. She's the punky one of the group.
And then there's Rumi, the leader.
Yeah. I'm not going to say much regarding Rumi because you're going to need to see the movie to see what her deal is.
I may have seen some spoilers on that. Because of stupid TikTok.
It does look like something I'd like to check out. It kind of, if I was going to put it in a category, like from what I saw, it looks like it's falling into that group of films which is a bit like Bad Guys, Turning Red. There's also that film like The Kraken Girl. Like it's not called The Kraken Girl. Yeah, it looks like that sort of those sort of animation styles. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
isn't it the same people who made Spider-Man into the Spideyverse? I swear someone said that.
There might have been some people who worked on Spider-Verse on it, but I'm not sure if it was directed
Yeah,
or
it's from
animated by
Sony Pictures Animation. Yep, same people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's at least a few people on it.
Yeah.
It's similar style to that, then.
Yeah.
But yeah, the demons in this are also very entertaining, especially Derpy the tiger.
Interesting name for a demon.
Well, that's just what everyone's calling him because of his Cheshire cat face and big grin and huge eyes, and the fact that he just acts like a oversized house cat, just like trying to jump into a tiny little rubbish bin and such. All I can say is there's probably going to be quite a lot of plush toys of Derpy the tiger coming in the future.
It's quite funny because there haven't been a lot of movies that have made me go, I need to go and see that. Like, there was the new Jurassic Park film seemed to be a you either love it or you hate it situation. And I thought I did want to see that. But now it's like, with DC, I was just getting into our Mr. Mind and that post-credits scene because you spoke about it, and now we're probably never going to see Mr. Mind do what he was going to do, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like, the only film that's caught my eye is Zootopia 2, because I loved the film.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see that.
Yep, that'll be coming out within the next few months or so that'll be quite the fun one to look forward to. But yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters has certainly left its mark on the world, to the point where they've officially become characters you can play as in Fortnite. I think that's probably the fastest concept to character entering a game I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, the K-pop Demon Hunters alongside Scooby-Doo in Fortnite. What a timeline we live in.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't play that anymore.
Fair enough.
You are listening to the TBI show.
Well, it's that time again. Time for the month's most ridiculous headlines.
Mine didn't go in. Mine didn't work. I took me a while to actually press it.
Okay. In this month's news, a woman dumped her man for 16 hand puppets.
Interesting. Okay.
So, yet another woman in a weird relationship.
There's a lot of jokes I can make, but none of them are appropriate for this channel.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I just came up with my own story for the logical story for why this has happened. Like,
Oh, yeah?
maybe she had these 16 really ornamental hand knitted dolls that were in the family that they've maintained for all these years that her great grandmother made, and the guy wasn't interested in helping them maintain it traditionally, so she dumped him. That's the best I can come up with.
I just not trying to make you ending it.
Well, I can show you these puppets because I'm about to post it in the Dropbox, so feel free to take a look.
Appropriate.
I'm not going to ask what that one in the bottom right corner is meant to be, but yeah, that's another dirty one.
Okay, they are definitely not ornamentally crafted hand puppets passed down from generation to generation.
Definitely not.
So we've got one that looks a bit like Cookie Monster,
Wait. I swear I'm seeing a familiar face in there.
The middle one looks like Donald Trump.
Yeah,
No.
there's a Donald Trump looking one in the middle. There's got a little green dragon behind him.
For a second, I thought that looked like Snarf, but he was a dragon.
He does a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A little bit. I didn't realize he was a dragon, but now I see him dead.
So yeah, according to this woman, men can't cope with 38 pairs of eyes watching them.
I feel like a lot of people couldn't cope with that many eyes on them.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a plushie shelf. I'm not sure what people think of that, but I don't see a problem.
She chose the puppets to be with over the guy. That's not what the... I don't understand.
Well, goodness knows how the wedding reception's gonna go.
I don't want to know.
It's like, how are these puppets gonna speak? Like, do you take Linda here to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Life insurance is going to be insane.
Whatever you need me to be insurance? I don't know how this works.
Well, anyway, here's another headline for you. During a screening of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle in Mexico, a band of mariachis mistook their screening for Toy Story 3 and started singing You've Got a Friend in Me in Spanish.
Oh no.
Oh.
So you're an anime fan watching this incredible movie about your series, and then all of a sudden these mariachi performers storm in singing Hay un amigo en mí, hay un amigo en mí.
That's a very funny slip up. I don't know how that ended up being a headline though. Like, what it was.
So yeah, what a mistake for these guys to make.
Oh no.
Should be glad they didn't walk in on some other movie playing some other song.
Oh god.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good example here.
So.
Oh god, Saw. And they just start, and these guys on the violin just come in and they start playing the Psycho theme, like.
That's terrifying.
Oh dear. So, yeah, quite the big mistake there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it again.
Well, got another headline here. Police investigating a woman in distress find out that it's just a noisy goat called Simon.
Curse you, Simon!
That's a callback and a half.
Oh no.
These robot police still really haven't learned, have they?
Oh, God.
Really not.
So, these police heard what sounded like a woman screaming, just "Ah! Ah!" only to discover it was a goat.
Clearly, they've never lived in where I live, because, I mean, the foxes, man. The foxes.
Oh, God. Yeah, foxes are terrifying when they scream.
Michael, I will show you what a fox screaming sounds like, because it's kind of if you're just walking in the dark, not knowing, you just hear this.
I didn't even hear anything from you, Dudley. You went so loud. You went quiet.
This mic is really dodgy.
I have heard a fox scream, but not like in real life or anything, so it probably is a different experience.
Yeah, because you'll be walking in the dark, and then all of a sudden you just hear this unforgiving sound.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's a bit more than that, but okay.
Well, here's another headline for you. A Pokemon fan meets Pope Leo and gets him to sign a Pokemon card of the Pokemon Pop Leo.
Oh.
Honestly? Valid. Good move.
Hey, sorry, could you say that again? I completely zoned out for a second.
A Pokemon fan meets Pope Leo and gets him to sign a Pokemon card of the Pokemon Pop Leo.
That's pretty funny.
I understand, I think.
Good old Pop Leo, the sea lion starter Pokemon of Generation 7. All I can say is that Pokemon card is going to be worth billions.
Oh, I only imagine.
And I should know, I've got a Pokemon card signed by Mewtwo's voice actor right up there. So...
Oh, yeah.
He's
That is cool.
putting that in my face again, Dad. Where's mine? Where's mine?
He's a busy guy. I'm just like... Next time he and my aunt meet up, I'll probably ask him.
Nah, seriously, no pressure. But when I made friends with Dan ages ago, and I found out his mum's friends with the voice actor of one of my favourite animated characters in anything, I'm like, dude. Like...
There's a random thing to point out.
Makes me wonder what other Pokemon cards could celebrities sign.
Quite a few, yeah.
I mean, you've got Obstagoon, who resembles Gene Simmons, so who knows?
Lady Gaga with Espathra. That would be a pretty good one.
Oh, Lady Gaga, she's had such an amazing year this year. Like, she not only produced Abracadabra, which is quite the banger, but she also starred in Wednesday.
Oh, did she? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot she did.
Yeah, she appears as a ghost in Wednesday Season 2, Season 3, and she wrote the song The Dead Dance for that show as well. Dancing until I'm dead. Dancing until I'm dead.
I didn't realize you liked the song, but that's cool.
So yeah, they had to follow up Wednesday Dancing in Season 1 somehow.
Yeah, I completely forgot she was in that. Even though I've seen it.
I have a lot of things to catch up on because I can't watch Wednesday until I've seen like more of the original Addams Family stuff. Like I feel like, and I can't. I've heard that Cobra Kai is really good, but I can't watch that until I've watched the other stuff.
Yeah, you need to watch Karate Kid. Even though Cobra Kai is good, but they really make out the villains to be like super villains in the really. In like an anime villain, but in real life, and they do it over the top, but in a cool way.
Yeah, we haven't actually spoken too much about Wednesday, but I think leading up to Halloween now would be a good time as any to talk about it.
Good thing I've seen it.
So, this series, as the name suggests, follows the young high school life of Wednesday Addams of the Addams family. She's been expelled from every school imaginable, and now the family's last hope is to send her off to a school of outcasts, aka people you would classify as monsters.
This sounds like Sky High.
Yeah,
But with Wednesday.
Sky High, Monster High combo. Because you've got gorgons, sirens, werewolves, people who can turn invisible, people who can talk to birds and bugs and such. And because it's by Tim Burton, there's a lot of Tim Burton-esque designs and themes. You even get some stop motion in there as well.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And to make it even better, it's a mature series, so if you thought the humor of the Addams Family was funny enough, let me tell you, without a proper rating for PG, they go full out with their humor.
And it does have some of his dark moments in there too.
Because literally, the first scene is Wednesday. The first scene of the entire series, it's just Wednesday tormenting her brother's bullies by tossing in a bunch of piranhas into the school swimming pool, and they proceed to consume their lower halves.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's hilarious.
But she only does it because she only wants to bully her brother herself.
Well, in her own words, she also states, if it means stopping their bloodlines, then I did the world a favor. So,
Yeah.
And that's it.
so has anyone else seen much of Wednesday?
I saw the first season, but I haven't seen it since. Might try to get back into it later.
Yeah.
I have seen all of this.
Yeah, can I just say, her roommate, Enid, is just adorable. Like, she's a young werewolf who hasn't exactly wolfed out yet, but she's just the most sprightly, adorable high schooler you'll ever meet. Like, she's just so bubbly and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Thoughts, Dudley?
It sounds like another thing on my bucket list to check out, for sure.
Well, if
It
it...
is very good.
Hey, it works. We're selling it to you with all these properties and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few things I still want to check out. I still need to see, because I like to check stuff out. I have favorites among other things. I still need to see the second Suicide Squad. I need to see, I want to see the new Superman because it did look good.
Yeah.
It did, because it looked like it was, and there's other stuff that I just need to see anyway. Like I said, Cobra Kai, Wednesday,
Yeah.
all that stuff when I get around to it.
That gives me an idea.
Yeah.
Hang on. Someone's knocking on my walls.
Ooh, spooky!
That's
It's your
not
demon! It's your
concerning.
demon!
Just that it's Halloween.
And I am actually hearing knocking. Hang on.
This is not scripted, folks. Michael's actually experiencing stuff.
Yes, that's maybe. I feel.
Well, time for us to go and for him to disappear under mysterious
Wait,
circumstances.
hang on. Wait a bit. I'm feeling a presence too.
Ooh,
Something weird's happening.
what is it?
I need maybe. Oh, this is. Oh God! Look at this on
What
my
the-
video.
What the? What? 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 Okay, folks, I'm not kidding. Look at this. Look. They're in the same room. They are in the
They
same...
just in the same space.
What? So that's why we were getting feedback.
The whole time I was telling my dear story, I had Michael waving in my face like, sort this out, sort this audio out, sort this audio out. I'm like, trying to tell a story! I was
Jeez.
using my Xbox, he was using the PC, then he got his laptop, went in another room.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Now that explains it.
That's why there was an echo, because I was in the same room.
Okay. God, I should have known. What a twist.
Or what?
And we can't hear him as a result, but we get what he's trying to say.
I want you to bring your laptop.
Whoops.
We can't hear him. We can't hear him.
I meant bring what you were speaking on here while you're on the seat.
Give me a minute.
Can't get the staff these days, can you?
Brilliant.
Where the podcast ends while he's off to get it.
Yeah.
I'm back. You can now hear me.
So yes, that was quite a twist. So happy Halloween, everyone! Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Have a good happy Halloween, everyone.
So yes, until the next podcast, guys. Stay fresh. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, hallowed be thy ween.